In a special meeting prior to USD 489's Board of Education work session Monday, the board approved one of the 4 bids for purchase of a long-awaited technology infrastructure and wireless upgrade. The bid from Network Computer Solutions of Manhattan was recommended by Technology Director Brian Drennan. At last month's board retreat, principals and teachers talked about the frustration of losing valuable teaching time because they're constantly being kicked off the out-of-date computer system. Board member Josh Waddell reiterated that the $183,000 upgrade is budgeted with capital outlay funds, money that cannot be used to pay salaries.
This capital outlay fund has nothing to do with us being able to retain teachers, hire more teachers, nurses, counselors. I mean, we're on TV tonight. I mean, I hope that is understood.
In another special meeting following the bid approval, the board voted to take advantage of an option provided by the 2014 legislative school funding bill. School boards now can modify their use of capital outlay funds, allowing expenditures to maintain district property and equipment, also for acquisition of performance expenditures and acquisition of software. District Finance Director Tracy Kaiser says it allows more flexibility for the school board to shift some expenses to the capital outlay fund instead of the general fund. Food prices could be going up in Hays USD 489 following those 2 special sessions. Nutrition Services Director Jessica Younger discussed a 10-cent increase to breakfast and lunch prices. Younger says her recommendation is a result of the rising cost of beef and new federal requirements that school meals include more whole grains. The proposal will be on the agenda of the next school board meeting. That's June 23rd. The fireworks ban in rural Ellis County remains in place. Commissioners voted during their Monday night meeting to keep the ban. Commissioner Sweet Holmgren says the rural fire departments are already stressed from responding to the rash of fires earlier this year. Hays City Commissioners will have a discussion about fireworks at Thursday night's work session meeting.
Mayor Schwaller has asked that the discussion of allowing fireworks on the 2014 4th of July holiday season be placed on this week's agenda. From city staff's perspective, the recent rains have mitigated the potential for a fire hazard for now. However, at this time, we don't know whether conditions will remain the same or revert back to dry conditions before the 4th of July. So with that said, city staff held a discussion on the matter and feels that it's the best course of action to keep the prohibition on sale and use of fireworks in place for the 2014 season.
The Sternberg Museum's summer science camps are well underway. This year, the Natural History Museum in Hays has added guided family camping trips. Sternberg Education Director David Levering says each 2-day trip includes fossil collecting and exploration of modern Kansas wildlife. Levering says the atmosphere of the family camping experiences is a little less formal.
So this is kind of a way to get people out there and involved in a less formal setting. We're doing the education camps, and it's very focused on, like, we're going to bring these kids here, we're going to really teach them something and make sure that they go away knowing a lot more than they did, but it's only open to K through 12 students. And doing the family camps is a way we can get the rest of the community involved in these camp programs, get some younger kids coming out with their parents also, things like that, kind of broadening the net for what's available to people. And also, adults like camping too.
Sure.
3 family camping sessions remain for July and August. You can get more information on the Sternberg Museum Facebook page.
The service you deserve, the quality you expect. Service Master Clean, Service Master of Hays. Everything we clean, satisfaction guarantee. And we clean everything with Service Master of Hays. Service Master, Service Master of Hays.
Natural gas is a clean, safe, economical energy source when installed and used properly. Your gas furnace or stove should have a steady blue flame. If not, call a qualified contractor for service. And if you smell that distinctive natural gas odor, leave your home or business immediately. Call Midwest Energy from a neighbor's phone and we'll be right there. Gas safety tips from Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative making energy work for you.
The weather got you hot and bothered? Hi folks, Jim at Hays Car and Truck Alignment. Let our AC specialist turn that hot summer blast inside your vehicle into an icy cool oasis. Here at Hays Car and Truck Alignment, not only do we do alignments, but we are your complete one-stop shop. So for all your vehicle repairs, come see us first at Hays Car and Truck Alignment, 710 East 8th We will steer you straight.
Truck alignment.
We steer you straight.
You have invested time and money into making your house a home with furniture and belongings that are special to you. The one home accessory everyone needs is good insurance to protect the home you and your family have made for yourselves. Insurance Planning is an Allied on your side certified award-winning agency ready to help you fit a home insurance plan to your needs. Call Personal Lines Manager Lonnie Claycamp today.
Insurance planning for the way you work. Insurance planning for the way you live.
This is a news update from the Salina Post. The winter wheat harvest is getting off to a soggy start in Kansas. The National Agricultural Statistics Service reporting that about 2% of the crop has been cut. This is better than last year, but well behind the 19% average for the middle part of June. Statewide, about 28% of the wheat is mature, 71% is ripe in south central Kansas, where growers have begun cutting wheat between rain. Steve Ensley, manager of the OK Co-op Grain Elevator in Kiowa, says there's so little wheat that nobody's excited about getting it out of the fields. Ensley says yields have been ranging from 8 to 20 bushels an acre, with averages of about 12 bushels. Early test weights of 58 pounds a bushel have been falling with each rainfall. A state employees union says attacks are increasing on guards at the Lansing Correctional Facility. The Kansas Organization of State Employees says it has received reports that 10 guards were injured in 5 separate attacks between June 5th and 9th. The union blames the increased violence on the lack of staff at the prison. Jeremy Barclay, a spokesman for the Kansas Department of Corrections, says inmates did attack guards on 3 consecutive days, but he says the incidents were unrelated and none of the guards were seriously hurt. The union disputes that contention. It says it received reports guards suffered broken teeth, a torn rotator cuff, and fingers bitten down to the bone. The Kansas Department of Transportation says construction on I-70 in Dickinson County is progressing nicely. The K-15 I-70 ramps originally scheduled to be completed by July 3rd have been finished early and were reopened Monday. With the early completion of the Abilene ramps comes a chance to get an early start on the westbound ramps at Jeep Road. These ramps were closed Monday afternoon. Westbound traffic wanting to exit at interchange 277 Jeep Road will continue to the K-15 I-70 interchange, exit and then re-enter I-70 eastbound, then exit at the Jeep Road interchange. Signs and message boards will continue to be installed before each phase to detour the public around the ramp closures. Plans now call for Jeep Road westbound ramps to be completed on or about July 18th, weather permitting. A southern Kansas man has been sentenced to slightly more than 18 years in prison for enticing a 12-year-old girl to perform sexual acts during an online video chat. 30-year-old Christopher K. Sims of Augusta pled guilty in March to 1 federal count of producing child pornography. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Sims was sentenced Monday in Wichita. The girl, who lives in New York State, was 11 years old when she first met Sims via Facebook, where he posed as a 15-year-old boy. They communicated in chats and video messaging for several months. Sims persuaded the girl to engage in sexual acts, which he captured in live feeds from her computer. The images for which he pled guilty were made in November of 2012. A Northeast Kansas woman has been sentenced to 20 months behind bars for her role in last year's killing of a 68-year-old Manhattan man she described as a longtime friend. 49-year-old Christina Love will also spend 18 months on probation under the sentence she received in Riley County District Court. Love, her son, and a third man were charged in the fatal shooting and stabbing of John Burroughs in September of last year. Love pled no contest to 4 charges, including obstruction of justice. In court Monday, Love apologized to the victim's family and said she would not have gone to his home had she known what was going to happen. Love's 33-year-old son, James McKenna, pled guilty earlier to murder, and will serve at least 20 years in prison. This has been a news update from the Salina Post.
Thanks, Randy. For updates to these stories and more news, go to our website, hayspost.com. Stay with us. Meteorologist Dan Holliday has the weather forecast coming up after the break.
Now's the time to take a fresh look at James Motor Company in downtown Hays. Stop by and meet our new body shop manager. He can handle it all, from major damage to paintless dent repair. We take the worry out of the bodywork and get you back on the road.
Looking for luxury? Come in and test drive the all-new XTS Cadillac.
the ultimate driving experience.
Or check out our pre-owned units. We have an excellent selection and they carry the James warranty.
Take a fresh look at buying a car at James Motor Company, downtown Hayes.
Hi, Jim Cleland, Cleland Pharmacy in Waukegan. In this left hand is a bottle of Viagra. A lot of jokes about this drug, but no joke if you need it. And the cost of it, I pay $716.49 for 30 tablets. Unaffordable. Here's an answer. Sildenafil citrate, same drug. 90 tablets of 20 milligram tablets, $83.87. Cleland Pharmacy, making prescription therapy affordable for you.
The Eagle Communications fan base is growing. Be an Eagle fan today and hit it big with double play and triple play offers for the best in high-speed internet, digital television, and reliable telephone service. These offers won't last long, so take advantage of these out-of-the-park deals today. For more information, call 877-61-EAGLE or visit eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Welcome back. Power was restored Monday afternoon to most Rooks County areas affected by a Saturday tornado and high wind. According to Rooks County Emergency Management Coordinator Butch Post, one confirmed tornado touched down north of Webster Reservoir about 5:30 Saturday evening. The tornado knocked down a power pole. A second round of storms between 10 and 10:30 p.m. brought wind damage across much of Rooks County. Post says there were reports of downed trees and power lines, as well as damage to vehicles and buildings. The strong winds also toppled an oil derrick.
Partly cloudy and breezy overnight. We will be in the mid-70s. Our wind southwesterly at 15 to 30 miles per hour. A thunderstorm may pop up during the heat of the day on Wednesday. Our high in the low 90s. Scattered storms Wednesday night into Thursday. Thursday's high 85. From the Eagle Storm Watch Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dan Holliday.
And that's Hayes Post News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Becky Kaiser.